It's a bit of a chilly one today. So it's the majority of today's is breathing. So we will start just by checking in with our breath and how we're feeling today. So find a comfortable seat, whether that's on your knees. I like sitting on my knees, that's the most comfortable way for me. But if you prefer to sit on a cushion or cross-legged or sat up on a chair is absolutely fine. Just get nice and comfortable. And then gently close the eyes and just check in with how you're breathing today. So notice the breath, notice the length of the inhale and the length of the exhale. Notice if there's any spaces in between the two. Notice if you're breathing through your nose or your mouth or a mixture of the both. Notice the depth of the breath. Does the breath make it all the way down to your belly, or is it more up in the chest, or maybe somewhere in between? Just noticing how the breath is today as it comes unhindered in and out of the body. And whilst we've gone within and we're noticing how the breath moves us at this moment, also take a moment to check in with how you feel. Whether there's any tight spots or areas of tension, whether there's any sensations in the body, how we feel in our mind today. Just taking a moment. Then gently fluttering the eyes open, we'll start to push the breath a little bit more, so expanding the breath into the lungs and the belly. We're quite focused on breath today, so we'll start just by connecting to it a bit further. So have one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. And to start with, just let the breath come and go as it has been. So from what you noticed a moment ago and how your unique breath is flowing today, just notice in your hands whether it's moving in your chest, if it's moving in your belly, or whether it's moving in both. Just connecting more deeply with the breath, noticing how far your hands are moving as you inhale and you exhale. Then we'll start to deepen the breath. So we'll take the breath in the body for a count of 4, have a short pause, and then exhale for the count of 6. So exhale out any air you have in your lungs at the moment. Then in, 2, 3, 4, pause. Out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4, pause. Out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4, pause. Out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. Pause. Out. 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 Excellent. Then just let the breath come back to normal for a moment. So obviously that's probably slowed our breathing down a bit and also slowed our heart rate down a bit as well. So the next one is more about using every part of the lungs that we can. So we'll do a few breaths with our hands on our ribs and really concentrate as you inhale, trying to expand the breath into the hands. And then we'll have the hands on the chest, and again trying to keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Really think about inhaling into the chest. And then we'll do the hands on the shoulders. So this is about keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed, but inhale to expand the ribs out to the side, feel the belly, feel the chest, but keep the collarbones relaxed and keep the collarbones spread. So we'll start by having our hands on our ribs. So we'll try and inhale for 6 and out for 6 this time. So as you inhale, really expand that breath into the hands, then out for 6. So in and out. In and out. Excellent. 3 more into the ribs. Inhaling and out. In and out. In and out. Excellent. Then bring the hands to the chest. Now, as much as our hands are only at the front, really think about trying to extend the chest forwards and backwards. So think about breathing into the back of the chest as well. So we'll do 6 breaths again, in for 6, out for 6, really trying to expand the rib cage forwards and backwards this time. So nice big inhale and out. In and out. In and out. 3 more. In out. In out. In and and out. Excellent. And then the last one will be keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. So fingers on the collarbones. We want the collarbones to be spread so the shoulders are back, and then nice and relaxed down the back. So this time think about inhaling, expanding the ribs from side to side and front to back, whilst keeping the shoulders nice and calm and relaxed. So exhale out any breath you've got in the body. Then in again for 6. And out for 6. In. And out. In. And out. In. Out. Good. In. Out. In. Out. Last one. In. Out. Excellent. And relax your hands down into your lap. Either palm up or palm down, doesn't matter. So the next breath we'll do is more about retaining the breath. So we breathe in for 4, we hold the breath for 7, and then we breathe out really slowly for 8. So this is really about making the most of the exhale and also retaining the breath in the body, which really encourages the lungs to be as expanded as they can be. So exhale out any breath you've got in the body. And a nice deep in for 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out slowly. Good. In. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out slowly. In. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out. In. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out. In. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out. In. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out. Excellent. Keep it going. In. Hold. Out. In. Hold. Out. In, hold, out. In, hold, out. In, hold, out. Last one. In, hold, out. Brilliant stuff, well done. Okay, so the next one is block breath, and we'll do block breath with the arms today as well. Get a little bit of movement into the shoulders. So because we've been retaining the breath and exhaling for such long extended periods, when we now do block breath for just the count of 4, it's going to seem really easy. So as we inhale, we'll bring the arms up in front of us for the count of 4. We hold the breath in at the top for the count of 4. We then exhale the arms out to the sides for the count of 4. And then we hold the breath out of the body for a count of 4. So exhale out any breath you've got in your lungs. Then in. Hold. Out. Hold. 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 Good. In. Hold. Out. Hold. Last one. In. Hold. Out. Hold. Then let the breath come back to normal for a moment, and we'll do block breath again. We'll just do it for 3 breaths, and I'd like you to do it in your own, for your own length of time that suits your lungs. So try to make it the deepest, longest breath that you've done all day, and trying to hold the breath in for the same length as it inhales. So we're exactly the same, another block breath 3 times, but do it for as long as you can cope for without struggling. We don't want to get to the point where we're struggling with the breath. We want to be comfortable. So take it nice and slowly. Exhale out any breath you've got in the body. Then in. Keep going with your unique breath. Excellent. And then when you've finished your next complete round, we'll do one final breathing technique before moving into a little relaxation to finish. So 3-part breath. Imagine that you have a great big canister that needs to be filled up with air, and we'll fill it up with 3 sips. So we inhale into the first portion, then we inhale into the second portion, then we inhale all the way up until we're absolutely maximum full, then we exhale out for the count of 6. So exhale out any breath you have in your lungs, then in, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, in, 2, full, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, in, full, pause, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, in, full, pause, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, in, full, pause, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, in, full, pause, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, in, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, in, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, in, full, pause, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. And just let the breath come back to normal. So just completely let it come and go as it pleases. So we'll do a final breath awareness relaxation now. So it's up to you whether you want to stay sat up or whether you would rather lay down and get comfy. If you want a blanket, then get yourself a blanket and make yourself all toasty. It's a bit chilly today, so feel free to add beanies and jumpers and whatever's going to make you toasty and warm. And then just get really comfortable. So if you're sat, then really make sure you can feel your sit bones in contact with the ground or the chair beneath you. And let your spine be nice and tall, honouring the natural curves of the lumbar, the thoracic and the cervical spine, with your head balanced on top. If you're laid, then let the legs fall open, completely relaxed. Make sure that the lower back is comfortable, and if you have any discomfort in the lower back, bring the feet to the floor and let the knees roll in. Let the arms be down by your sides, palms up if that's comfortable, and tuck the shoulder blades underneath the torso. And allow yourself to completely relax down on the ground beneath you. Gently close your eyes if you haven't already. And take your awareness inward. Take your awareness to your breath. Not trying to change it in any way, shape or form. Just watching it as it comes and goes in and out of the body. Noticing the length of the breath. Noticing the depth of the breath. Notice where the breath moves your body. And notice how the breath feels coming in over the top of your lip and up through the nostrils, down the back of the throat and into your lungs around your heart space. And then notice as the breath leaves. Notice how the breath feels as you inhale deeply into the belly. And notice how it feels as it exhales out of the body. Make a mental note as to whether anything has changed since the start of class when we were observing the breath. And take the awareness around the body, looking for any areas of tension or sensation in the body. Starting with the feet, going up the lower legs into the knees, the upper legs into the pelvis and the hips and the glute muscles. Then up into the torso, through the belly and the lower back, the ribs and the middle back, the chest and your upper back, scanning the hands, forearms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, and then finally up through the neck and into your head. Then we'll take 3 deep breaths together. On the inhale, we'll take the breath deep into the body. And on the exhale, we'll breathe out any of that stress or tension you just found in your scan. So exhale any breath out of the body, then in through the nose. And sigh the breath out as you relax. In through the nose. Sigh it out. In through the nose. And sigh it out. And when you're ready, and there's no rush at all, start to think about moving, maybe just the fingers and the toes, maybe rolling the head from side to side, maybe making circular motions through the wrists or the ankles or the shoulders. Move however your body wants to move. And when you're ready, come up to seated. And your breathing for today is done. Thank you for joining me in class today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on your mats again soon.